It is, or what it isn't. This is the last day of R&D, research and development. We then break, a very short break, until March, where we have to come back and try and remember what the hell it was we've just been doing for the last week or two. And then the show opens 23rd of March here, and there's a short southwest tour, then there's another long break, then we get back together and try and remember again, then we do a UK tour from end of September, October onwards. The Owl Man. So this is work in progress. So the actors will have scripts. Richard won't, because oh my god, I'm giving the plot away, but he has a puppet on him most of the time, so he can't hold the script as well. So if you wonder why some of the other actors are speaking to him and then he's repeating what they say, it's because he hasn't got the script in front of him. Other than that, yeah, it's great what these guys have done, and we would appreciate any feedback, as long as it's positive. Yeah, you better go now, Sandy. When it finishes, and I know that if you can keep the standing ovation to a minimum, we then go downstairs. And Faris has very kindly laid on whiskey, gin. He's paying for the coffee and teas, that kind of thing. We'll then come down, the cast, and have a chat with you just to do the feedback session of that. Really appreciate you all coming. Some have come from Nottingham. I mean, that is amazing. We won't tell you why as yet, but we know why. That's very special, so thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Enjoy, and we hope it makes sense. The Owl Man Part 1 rehearsal. Come at the Owl Man. Okay, guys, have a good one.
Settle down, boys. Settle down. Learning to be done. Culture to imbibe. Oh, good afternoon, Willis. Oh, and Wiggins too. Last night's Top of the Pops, Willis. Thoughts? Oh, really? I really rather like that, what was it, The Laughing Gnome. Yes, that Mr. Bowie. Bowie? Bowie. He'll go far, mark my words. Webster, in the bin. How many times? No, Wilmot. He's not an alien. Not particularly human, admittedly, but certainly not an alien. Now, poetry. Poem. On the board. For your journals. Auden today. Best calligraphy. Please try and do it justice. Prizes at the end of term. Remember. And this term's project. The Arrondissement of Paris. Ah, Paris. You look confused, Wesley. Just think London boroughs, only much, much more pleasant. Hands down, Wilmot. So, I'm going to give each of you a postcard with a map of one of the 20 arrondissements of Paris on it. Your job is to learn whatever you can about your allotted arrondissement, the museums, the culture, the churches, the cemeteries, the monuments, the people who lived and died there. Yes? Report back on your findings every week. Oh gosh, Wallace, do I hear an objection? Whatever happened to grammar and vocab? Oh, Petula! How many times do I have to tell you? I don't teach French. I teach France. Yes? Crow, hold out these for me, will you? Postcards? Yes! What is the point of learning a language if you don't know about the people who speak it, their history, their culture? Watkins, Willis, calm down. Crow is not a toad nor a brown nose. He is simply wanting to get off, as indeed I am. To wit, another owl for you today. This one by the remarkable artist Walter Spitzer. Survivor of the concentration camps. No, Webster. A concentration camp is not a place you go to think. Far from it. Who's teaching you history these days? Let me have a word. Yes? Right. Who would like to say anything about this magnificent owl? Crow. You look mesmerised, Crow. Nope. Saved by the bell. Meet me in 10 minutes, all of you. Rugby, don't run. Webster, don't run.
Watkins. Come on then, Willis.
Sir, do we have to?
I believe those are the rules. Give the poor boy a chance.
You're nothing like your brother.
Yeah, he's a hero.
Plays rugger like a pro.
We're at hockey.
In cricket, did you see that catch he made last season? How's that? And then there's you, Crow Minor.
Yeah, what can you do?
Apart from throw a ball like a little girl.
I can paint, I can write poetry.
Oh, crikey Moses, Crow! Anyone can paint!
Yeah, and poems are for queers.
Queer? How do you think you're going to contribute to the house then, queer boy?
I could burn the fucker down.
I beg your pardon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said I've come for tea, Mrs. Strawn. Mr. Strawn invited me.
Oh, he did he? Walter!
I'll be with you in a minute. What is it?
At the door, dear. A boy. A small boy. It looks like he's been rolling around on the ground.
Well, that will be Richard.
This is Richard. There's nothing of him, dear. It's just a bag of bones.
Well, I told you. He's a writer, you know. Poetry,
Oh,
drama.
he's only a boy, Walter. He's too young to be languishing in a garret.
He paints too. Giant portraits. Women
Darling, but
with bleeding eyes.
even
He's
so,
inspired.
I was expecting
An
it.
artist. I said he's an artist.
If you say so, dear.
Entertain him, will you, Margaret? Give him some tea. I won't be a minute.
What are you doing up there?
Hanging.
Again? Who this time?
Spitzer.
Another Spitzer. Wonderful. Do you like cake?
Me?
Oh, you'll get used to it, dear. It's everywhere. What are your favourites?
Rock bands.
I meant the artwork. Oh, Henry's Pen and Ink. Yes, that's a Henry Moore. Do you like it?
It's scrumptious.
But what about that one? That's by Max Ernst. And that's an Elizabeth Frink. He's rather lovely, isn't he?
Is it a maquette?
It is, indeed. Gosh, you're clever. Not many boys your age would know that.
I've seen the finished item in Harlow Newtown.
You have?
Yeah, 2 or 3 times actually. I went on the bus.
I'm impressed. Not many boys your age would know that. Tea! It's Earl Grey, is that all right? Walter won't have anything else in the house.
I'm not too keen.
Yes, that's the bergamot, too fragrant. Let's just stick with rock bands, shall we? I'll be down in a minute. So, dear, you're an artist,
I'd like to be one day.
and Walter's helping you.
Mr. Strawn, he's teaching me French. I'm not very good at it. I'm not very good at anything
Stop
actually.
what Walter thinks. He thinks you're an artist.
He's a very good teacher.
So I'm told. So, Walter's collection, eh? You know, every year he promises me a washing machine, and every year a new piece of art comes on the market he simply must have.
You mean you don't have a washing machine?
I have a Walter. He's worth many washing machines, and most of this art he's been given.
You mean he doesn't have to pay for it?
No, it's given in appreciation. He does a lot to make people excited about artists' work, you see.
Can I ask you a question?
About the art or the washing. I go to the laundrette, you see. I used to do it all in the bath, but I'm a bit too old for that now, all that bending.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, there you are.
Here he
Good.
is. Hello,
Good.
Richard. Sorry to keep you, you know.
Oh, your finger, Walter, you're bleeding.
Oh, it's nothing. Hammer, nail, thumb. Don't frighten our visitor. It was always thus. Well, Margaret, where are you?
I'm going to get you a plaster.
Gosh, how are you? Sorry to keep you waiting. Just taken delivery of another owl. You know, had to hang him straight away. I'll show you later.
Oh, I'd like that. Thank you, sir.
You can see all the owls. You'll like them. They're fun.
And the Dali.
And the Dali, yes, of course the Dali.
Not forgetting the latest Spitzer. Thumb!
Spitzer, sir.
Have you seen it?
I have. I just ran upstairs. I couldn't resist. He is rather splendid, isn't he? Very regal.
But a Spitzer, sir. I'd like to see it. Can I see it, please, sir?
Aha, look at him. I told you, a real artist, you know? All that excitement, discovering the new. Come on then.
Oh, you're such an onanist, Crow.
Am I an onanist?
Yes, I think you probably are.
Oh, look.
Did you write this?
Well, it's got my name in it, hasn't it?
Hey,
Breathe in. The landscape. Sky, land, sea conjoin in mist. Facial features emerge. Sexless, the nude decline.
it's porn!
Shut up, Webster, you plebeian! This is good.
Thank you.
Can I kick him now?
Certainly not. Go back to the house, have a bath or something. Crow and I are going for a fag.
But I don't smoke.
You do now. Come on.
And where are you two Boy Scouts off to today?
We're off to Perry Green to see Henry Moore.
Does Henry know? Honestly, Richard, the last time Walter took a sketching party to Perry Green, he'd done everything except tell the Moors they were coming. Poor Irina was completely unprepared, and Henry was actually in the bath when they arrived.
A reclining nude. It was a misunderstanding, you know.
Bolton.
I've just been on the phone to Henry.
Good.
He knows we're on our way.
What will you do while you're there?
We'll draw sheep. What else?
Well, I've made you some lunch. Sandwiches, sausage rolls, fruit.
Rock bands?
Of course, rock buns. Are you excited, dear?
Not half. Hardly slept a wink last night.
Your first time?
Yeah.
Don't be scared, my dear. He's a charming man. Kind, generous. Oh, which should remind you, dear.
Oh yes, yes it does. Well, I think someone's had a 16th birthday recently. Would that be right, Richard?
Oh, gosh.
That's my line.
Don't make him blush, dear. The poor boy's gone as red as fruit half.
I'm only teasing. Look, look, I have something for you. A gift. May I? It's a Spitzer. I know you like his owls.
It's wonderful.
The artist's brush, connecting paint to canvas.
And slightly tremorous to heart, eye to mind.
The artist's mark, swayed by mood and pressure, applied with precision,
The landscape,
by restless,
sky,
rough
land,
hands.
scene, join in mist.
Connect,
Visual features
only
emerge.
connect. An artist creating dots to follow where there were none. A line from head to heart. Mother!
Walter? Your face?
Paris has fallen.
So quickly. Surely not.
Yesterday. They say the government decided not to defend it.
That's impossible. Why ever not?
To spare the devastation of the city.
And the people? It can't be true. It can't be.
It's here, in black and white. There was no or of exploding bombs.
And now?
France will fall. Hitler's already ordered the hanging of flags. Swastikas flying from the Louvre, for Christ's sake.
Darling, it's barbaric.
They will pillage and loot until nothing is left of their culture.
No, darling, you're wrong there. The government might not fight, but the people will. They'll resist the Nazis to the last breath.
Have you thought any more about Watergate? You and the kids.
There's plenty of time for that.
But we are next. Yeah? There's only that channel now between us and the entire German army. I want you somewhere safe.
Will they conscript you?
Do I look like a soldier to you?
But if they do,
Then I'll
Walter,
decline.
What will they do?
I suppose, but it won't come to that. They'll want me here to keep the school going.
Well, then we'll stay with you.
Margaret.
No, Walter, not today. Today, I'm staying where I am. By your side.
Oh, what are you doing?
Why aren't you working?
Or praying to your God? Why don't you answer, Jew?
Answer, Drew!
Stop. What is this, Jew?
Cement sack.
You've been stealing our cement?
I buy sack.
And this? Stop. This is good. This is good. Go and play somewhere else. Cigarette?
No. No, thank you.
Keep it. You can use cigarettes to buy bread. Or cement sacks. Now, draw me.
Are you ready?
Are you?
I asked first.
I'll never be ready for this.
Don't be silly, dear. You'll be fine. You're stronger than you think.
With you.
What are you writing?
No, nothing. It's not important.
But we'll write, dear, every day.
Me too. Twice.
See, you're fine. Perhaps we'll find one of those Victorian post boxes you and your architectural society are so obsessed by. Are you ready?
I'm ready. You?
Come on then, let's go. The first shock deconstructs both church and state, rips family from hearth, artist from easel, and builds unimaginable towers, walls of fear and loss between body and soul. That way is closed. About turn and face the longest trek, beach to convoy to home. The wind howls uneasy, the waves respond. I am lost without you. I'm lost without you. The second, blind to frontiers, falls from our skies. Her ripples spread, her primped hair loosed and shaken, releasing tales of fire through fearful towns, her aftershocks offending lake and valley and leaving me bereft. My world no more, snatching my life and my life's life from me. The wind whispers, muted. Still waters respond. I'm lost without you. I'm lost without you.
My darling Margaret, how is life in the Lake District? Only 2 weeks to the summer holidays and I'll be reunited with you and the kids. I miss you all so much. I've started my own war artist group here in an attempt to keep the boys and me occupied. They're to draw wartime features here at the school, whether air raid shelters, poultry keeping, digging for victory, or the Officer Training Corps. Now that is a thing to behold.
What are they doing, sir?
And why are they doing it on Master's Green, sir?
They're training to go to war, Williams. And Master's Green is the nearest thing we have to a battlefield.
To war, sir? But Wallace is only 14. And Watson holds his rifle like a pitchfork.
Never too young for king and country, it seems.
I thought they said the war would be over by Christmas, sir.
They did, Woodcock, you know. But, which Christmas, eh? Definition of a Philistine, Woodcock.
A man who thinks Botticelli is an Italian cheese, sir.
Precisely so, Williams. No man is a hero to his what?
His valet de chambre, sir.
And what does that mean?
Groom of the stool, sir.
Say it again, Williams. Enunciate. Stool.
Stool.
All right, boys. Aerate shelter. Now, all of you, come on, chop chop.
Wouldn't we see a bomb if it was coming, sir?
Wouldn't see it, wouldn't hear it. Just vroom. Come on, all of you, look lively.
My darling, I love you. I love you. I love you. I am nearly bursting with excitement since I had your letter this morning. I am so glad the summer holiday is nearly here. I bought some sandwich paper in Ulverston, ready for our picnics today. Don't try to bring jam up, darling. We're all right for jam. But do bring enough cigarettes and tobacco with you. Cigs are very short, as is news. We don't get much news. But rumour has it we're winning the war. They say it will be okay for evacuees to go home soon. I do hope they're right. Good night, my darling. Spitzer.
Spitzer. Boots. Good boots. Strong boots. Nearly new. One step. One step. One step at a time. Boots. Good boots. Strong boots. Nearly new. One step. One step. One step at a time.
Where did you get those boots? Give me those boots.
Leave the kid alone.
These boots. Good boots. Strong boots.
You earned those boots.
One step. One step. One step at a time. These boots.
They're too big for you, boy. Give them to me. I need them more.
Get your own boots on. These boots.
Leave the kid alone.
Strong boots. Nearly new. One step. One step. One step at a time. These boots.
Don't move, they'll shoot you or what?
But he'll die.
We'll all die, kid, but maybe not today, eh?
These boots. Good boots. Strong boots. Nearly new.
Where the pace did you, boy, get boots like that?
I bet he nicked them.
Spitzer. British Army. I draw. Poletti. These boots. What are you saying? Give me your boots.
Something about posture.
Oh, great, that must.
British Army boots. Good boots. Strong boots. One step. One step. One step at a time. One step. One step. One step. One step at a time.
Give me those boots, kid.
But you!
Don't look at me like that. It's every man for himself, you hear?
One step. One step. One step at a time. One step. One step. One step.
My darling Margaret, on top of everything else that we have to do, the headmaster has now required us to teach scriptures to the boy in our forms. I protested to the headmaster, suggested I might teach church architecture instead. And he's agreed. So, what can you tell me about Thaxted Church, Waddle?
It's big, sir.
How big?
Biggest I've ever seen.
Gosh, look at that sunset.
Oh, Sir.
You see, boys, it's all about stopping and looking.
Do you believe, sir?
In a supreme being, what is?
Yes, sir, God.
Well, not an easy question, what is? Particularly in these times. Hard to believe when so many people are dying, yet many, I suspect, are dying because of what they believe.
My dad's a pilot, sir. People say pilots are closer to God in their cockpits. All these stories of pilots seeing things in the clouds and flying out of the sun. My dad hasn't seen anything like that. He says it's tosh. A load of old tosh. But I don't believe in God, sir. Not anymore.
Well, what is? Don't let the headmaster tell you I told you so, but I don't believe in God either.
Deal.
We can be a secret atheist society, just you and me. Right, everyone, time to go home. I worry for the Jews in Germany and Europe. When I met the artist Hermann Lisman in Frankfurt before the war started, he was having to keep low even then. He sent his daughter to Paris as a kid's nurse, and she was told she couldn't return home unless she was being interned for a course of Nazi ideology. No one with any Jewish blood is allowed to belong. The schoolmasters were telling the kids that they couldn't hope for a job unless they belonged to the Hitler Youth. And now I fear for them. All of them. No one talks about them anymore. The loaded brush.
The loaded brush.
Connecting paint to canvas.
Connecting paint to canvas.
Hand. Slightly tremorous.
Hand.
to
Slightly
heart.
tremorous.
Mind.
Heart.
To
Mind. To eye.
The artist's mark.
The artist's
Sway.
mark. Sway.
Mood and pressure.
Mood.
Applied
Pressure.
with precision by rough,
Applied with
reckless
precision.
hands.
By rough. Reckless hands.
Breathe in.
Breathe in.
The landscape.
The landscape.
Sky.
Sky.
Land.
Land.
Sea.
Sea.
Conjoin in mist.
Conjoin in mist.
Facial
features emerge. Sexless, the new declines. Only connect. Connected.
Connect.
Artists
Connected.
creating dots.
Artists
to follow where
creating
there were
dots,
none.
To follow where there were none. A line
from head
to heart. Connect.
Connected.
Disconnect.
Disconnect.
That's it. No more.
That's the first 30 minutes. Thank you, everyone. That's it.